Hello, I came across this video that I'm about to play you of a representative of Unison, the trade union Unison. She clearly, as you're about to see, she clearly is focused more on the rights of refugees than she is of the working class British people who she and Unison are supposed to represent. Unison, by the way, is the trade union that Jeremy Corbyn is a member of. Just to put it into context, however, all these trade unions seem to be unified on fighting for the rights of refugees, or trans rights, or LGBT rights, or any ethnic minority, and none of whom stand up for the British working class people that they are supposed to represent. I can categorically say too that the views from this representative of the Salford branch of Unison does not represent the views of the working class people in Greater Manchester. Without further ado, let's have a look at what Little Miss Cultural Enrichment has to say.
Since last year we started supporting refugees across the country. There are hundreds, maybe nearly 1,000 in Manchester already. 5 days ago at 5:30 we found out that 2 hotels in Manchester were going to be having Afghan refugees coming to our city. Coming here looking for sanctuary, safety and welcome. By 6 o'clock we had a fundraiser online. I can tell you now, 5 days later, we've got £72,000. We've got 2 warehouses with 5 units and 6 buildings full of donations from people from this city. It's incredible. It's so much more than we could have imagined.
My, that seems like a hell of a lot of pocket money and handouts for what she said was 1,000 Afghanistan refugees that seem to be in the country. Of course, Manchester will definitely be having more than 1,000, but she said 1,000 are already here in Manchester. That's a lot of money that Unison have raised for Afghanistan refugees that are already, remember, they are already going to be getting handouts and money from the government paid for by the British taxpayer. I think Unison would be better raising money for the victims of grooming gangs in towns like Rochdale and Rotherham.
And what I'm here to say is that Manchester and the United Kingdom welcomes every single one of those people. When they get here, they're going to get clothes, they're going to get safety, they're going to get a welcome. And I just want to say thank you to anyone that's already shown support, anyone that's already donated. It really means a lot. It's amazing to be sharing this stage with all of you, and when all of us put our voices together, we roar. We really do. We say no to structural inequality. The new immigration bill that's going to make it illegal for refugees to access the NHS, it's wrong. When all of us shout, we really, really do roar, and I just want to say thank you.
Just an observation, I can't hear much roaring from that crowd, which sounds like a very, very small crowd, which speaks volumes that the people of Manchester haven't turned out to support this pro-acceleration of refugees into their city.
Keep going, come speak to me if you want to help us, and we hopefully can help all of you as well. Thank you so much.
And there we have the deafening roar of what sounds like 10 to 15 people who have turned up to support Little Miss Cultural Enrichment, who is representing Unison. It doesn't surprise me, but it might alarm some members of Unison who are against mass immigration into the country that Unison are not only pledging support for the incoming arrivals from Afghanistan to move to and inhabit Manchester, they are funding it. They have raised £72,000, I think she said. I would hazard a guess that Little Miss Cultural Enrichment doesn't live in one of the working class parts of Manchester or the suburbs of Manchester, which Unison is supposed to represent, working class people. I would hazard a guess that she doesn't live in one of these suburban areas like Rochdale, Oldham or Bolton, who, as we all know, have suffered from the cultural enrichment of backward diversity from places like Afghanistan.